If you're ready on point, boys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're on. Hey! How we going, boysies?
Not bad. How are you?
Yeah, I'm all right. All right. I'll look at Chris. He looks so beautiful. He looks definitely embraced the Kim Jong-un look.
Lack of hair cuttage.
Right, boys, all I will say is just try and bring the camera out a little bit. Push it out a little bit.
All right, look, you can see my desk before I do my writing.
Well, we've been having that issue post-production or pre-production. We're doing pre-production where nothing's coming out properly. Not like that.
I'll blame it because everyone else's cameras are fine. But I'll blame my iPad because that's what I was using. I'm now using my phone because I think the iPad screen doesn't matter how you have it, it's fine on the actual blob on the sample and not the thumbnail. But then we actually watch the video, all you get is a close up of the sweaty forehead like a hotel sock porn film. Yeah. With loads of cotton, you don't actually see what's going on, but you see lots of close-ups of hot, sweaty faces.
Nice.
So yeah, there's a little toy. You've got the old sofa over the casting couch. The Switch has been getting some use, boys. The Switch is finally getting use. So there it is, sitting there, just charged it up for a bit.
You've been playing Sword?
I've been playing Pokemon Sword because I am a 14-year-old in a 12-year-old clock.
Oh, yeah, I want to play it as well. I've not managed to steal my son's one and play it yet, so we'll get to it.
I've been playing
Considering the chances are this is going to be another 3 weeks of this, we've probably got time. I reckon we've got time.
Is it weird to feel like a sort of like a Stockholm effect, like I've been home kidnapped, that I'm almost the thought of going back to work I don't like anymore. I just want to be paid to stay at home.
I really want to go back to work. Really want to go back to work. I need something to do.
Going to the garage now.
Sorry?
I look forward to going to the garage now because it's a part of the room a part of the house that I don't look at that much.
Fair enough.
I sit in the living room and I know how many flowers are on the wallpaper in the living room now.
You're rather peculiar, Chris.
There's 66.
6.5 if you call a bit snag bit of wallpaper.
We didn't get the crease properly.
The bit I didn't line up.
Oh, but it's. Do you know what? I think I've got relatively easy compared to you two, because obviously it's me by myself. Chris is with obviously family. You've got family, so it's just like I'm me, myself, and I. So I haven't really got to worry about what everyone else is doing or eating. I'm just see to myself. I'm sort of all right.
Joe,
to be fair, it's
only
not
concerned at the minute is what you're going to order from Just Eat.
I've tried everywhere. I've tried everything from everywhere. Maybe 2 or 3 times a day.
Breakfast, do certain places just expect your order at certain times? Go, oh, in comes Joe's order.
They're sending delivery drivers around on the night I don't use them to order.
They phone Joe to see if he's ordering. They go, "Oh, you're going to have a Chinese tonight, are you? No worries. We'll see you next week."
No, see you tomorrow. So today, for instance, I had fish and shish, best kebab in all of Rayleigh Town.
Not charcoal grill, whatever it is.
That's nice. The lamb kofti's too fragrant there. It's got too many herbs in them lamb kofti.
It's too fragrant.
Too heavy.
And if you were to have it, you'd understand why. Because you'll bite into it and you'll find almost like a whole leaf of lettuce.
Right. Okay.
And all the herbs then hit you, and it's like eating kofti that's been marinated in bathwater.
Nice.
Whereas chicken shish, you know what you're getting. It tastes smoky. They leave the pit is separate, so it's not soggy by the time it gets to you. It's just puckering it. It's just lovely.
Yeah, to be fair, fish and shish is where it's at.
Yeah, it's where it's at. So it looks like, if we look at Chris, it looks like he's had a grand idea.
It does. It does. If for this to come out okay in editing, Chris, I'd probably say you need to swivel a little bit. Not you, Ricky. Move the camera.
You look like Baby Jesus, and that's the Northern Star.
Baby Jesus.
Baby Jesus.
Baby Jesus.
Baby Jesus. Anyway, in other news, in my boredom of scouring the internet, I've come across a show on YouTube that I have been watching a lot of.
When you say scouring the internet, you
Yeah.
live on YouTube, so you haven't scoured anywhere.
Well, it's scary. I've gone deeper than I normally would go, down the rabbit hole. You've got my normal level of YouTube looking, and then you've got my...
He's got his normal level of wrist deep. He's got an elbow deep.
Mate, at the moment, all you can see is my feet. So I'm telling you, I've seen everything. And there's a show, it's called The Odd One Out. And I wish I was technically minded enough to cut bits of the show and put it in this video, because it is... just YouTube Odd One Out. So the first episode, there's 6 people. One of them, it's like Golden Balls, but without the balls. One of them is not a vegan, and all of them think they're vegans, and they've got to guess which one's not the vegan. In the first episode, this is to vote them out. If the real vegan gets through to the end, they get all the money. If they get the vegan out, then the money's divided amongst them all. But, mate, it is absolutely incredible. If you want to see a show about stereotypes and about how people, your perception of what they would look like, and actual caricatures almost, they're real people, but they're like avatars. The second episode is Virgins, Guess the Virgin. Mate, it is, honestly, it's cutthroat, son. It's cutthroat. You need to watch it. It's amazing.
Joe, I have some news for you.
What's that?
I started to watch Tiger King.
Hooray!
Yeah, to be fair, I've not seen
20 minutes.
What?
I've not seen all of it either. I'm about 3 episodes in.
What did you say, Chris?
I turned it off after about 20 minutes. It's not a bit of me.
Why?
You've not even met that bitch Carol Baskin yet.
Yeah.
Clips of like news reports and that and stuff. I just can't get into it. I don't know.
As the episodes go on, it gets more and more bizarre, and for some reason, it just grips you. Like you can't let go.
Development is amazing. Bear in mind, it's not even fake, it's real. But it's just how the stories of their characters and how they're introducing new characters and exploring them, and how they build this bigger picture and what it's all about. Oh, mate, it's crazy, Jack. You need to watch it.
Because I've spoken to people and they say like, oh yeah, after about episode 3 is when it starts getting good. But if I need to give it 3 episodes, I'm like,
no, I had me at episode 1. I think you're developing what I started to get, and I've had to shake things up, and I'll explain how I've shaken things up. But I went through 3 days of watching things, and my brain not being able to focus, and then just going on my phone or going on my iPad or looking out the window.
I do exactly the same. What you need to do, Chris, is put something on, throw the phone to the other side of the room. Just leave it alone. Don't touch it.
Because you won't concentrate
it on the phone.
Then watch it on your TV.
Bye.
Because we say that he has to do it. Launch it out your window.
You won't do it.
But yeah, I've had a period of getting really ratty with things. I feel like I'm putting on weight. I know.
Wow, a lot of change. Joe's had a period.
So I feel like I'm putting on weight. Although I weigh 12 and a half, 12.5 as we would say. 12.5 K. 18 and a half. I was 12.4, but anyway. So I'm trying to go out walking every day. Listen to this little plan and see if you, I think I'm right under the light here, but see if you fancy joining on board with this, which is every hour you have to do 25 push-ups and 25 sit-ups on the hour every hour. So
I can't even do 25 press-ups.
What?
I can't even do 25 press-ups.
You'd be surprised. So I started yesterday because I thought I feel weak, like carrying shopping from the shops. I need a car. I feel weak and pathetic. So I am now doing this on the hour. It's actually 10 past the hour I'm going to do it, but I did extra one so I could do this with you, and then I'll pick it up later.
Joe, one press-up takes about probably 4 or 5 seconds.
I'm not going to do it on camera, am I?
Why not? Why not? Of course you can.
You won't do it.
You're right, Chris. I won't. Because I get black eyes from my tits hitting my face so much.
That's when you're running.
Well, I do.
No,
What
it's not.
like when you like will pop yourself up laying down? When he called you Chris, Ricky. That's how long I ain't seen each other for. I'm forgetting who you all are. My brain's losing the plot. Where am I?
This is Tesco.
Yeah, I'm playing for it. Sorry, inside joke. Anyway,
I've been doing this couch to 5K thing.
how you getting on?
So I'm in week 2, and even after a week, you notice it getting easier. It's like, have you heard of it at all?
I heard of it a couple of years ago when a senior member of staff where we work said they were doing it and losing weight, and they were losing weight.
Yeah.
And it worked for them. So
It's like the first week you do 3 runs a week. You start with a 5-minute warm-up walk, then it's like a minute running, minute and a half walking, and then you alternate for about. I think you do 7 runs in the first week. Like 7 1-minute running spells. Then the second week you get a bit more.
Do you know what annoys me about this? Because my wife's been talking about doing this as well. Chris, you play football. You can probably just go outside and run 5K. It might be difficult, but you can probably do it.
Trust me, I cannot.
You probably can.
2 seconds. Ow.
Bye, driver. Oh, he's muted himself. It's his mum.
I was going to say,
Keep
it's not for a run, is he? Are we there carrying this on? Like, Chris has gone for a 5K run. Like, he comes. Oh, that was
a quick 5K.
That was a quick 5K, wasn't it?
It's like a 9-week thing, and by week 8 you're supposed to be able to do 5K without stopping. What
just happened here, Chris? Was that a moment of like Hangover 2 with Zach Galifianakis when the mum goes, "Yes, I didn't get the memo about the cupcakes, Ma."
My dad just constantly shouting up the stairs. He's going, "Hey, hey, hey!" So I go, "I'm on the phone. What's the matter?" And he goes, "Do you want a bit of chocolate gatto?" I'm like,
I thought you were going to say, "Keep the noise down."
I'm proper up for that. Can I come round? I've got to admit a cardinal sin while we're talking about health and fitness is that one night I really fancied ice cream, so I ordered from Favourite Chicken in Rayleigh just to get a tub of Ben & Jerry's.
I like Favourite Chicken. Unpopular opinion, but I like Favourite Chicken.
I don't. I think if you have the boneless chicken strips, they're like microwavable oven things you get at Iceland.
There's one thing that put me off Favourite Chicken. You know the one along the 127 who should go out towards the Bell in Southend?
Yeah.
Well, there's a Subway there and that as well. I was doing a home delivery to a customer. I hadn't had any lunch. So I stopped there and I went, "Oh, can I just get 4-piece chicken strips and chips?" In front of me, she opened the bag, pulled them out with her bare hands, chucked them in the fryer, and that was it. And I was like, and she just turned around looking at me like, "There'll only be a few minutes." I was like, wow.
Not even like rolled fresh, they're just frozen. I told you, they taste like.
Opened the bag, hand in, fryer. I was like, wow.
Sorry to burst your bubble, chaps, but most places are like that. Like even when you go places like the Subway, all of their fresh stuff is frozen.
However, Favourite Chicken make a very big point about being, if you read it, which is what surprised me, because I had 4 boneless strips, and they make a big point about them being fresh chicken, 100% chicken breast, handmade with breadcrumbs, all this kind of stuff, and it's not.
Yeah, but it probably is before it's frozen.
But it's not KFC. KFC's rolled there, done properly, isn't it?
Like and if they had wheels, she would have been a bag.
100%. I've worked with people that. 2 of them had their hands still. But anyways, talking about fitness rages, Ricky, what are you doing to stay fit?
I'm going to be honest, not a great deal. And this time of the year is the worst time of the year for me because I have a massive thing for chocolate.
Nice.
Hence why I'm eating some now. Like literally, it's all I want to eat all day.
Ricky, show me which one you got, please. I want to make me hungry here.
That's a posh font.
Dark milk. You into dark chocolate?
Yeah.
Knew it.
I'm into dark milk and white.
Yeah.
With me.
Ricky doesn't care. He has no preference.
Not fussy.
Not fussy.
Not fussy when it comes to chocolate. Let's say that.
But what about fruit and nuts?
Love fruit and nut.
Maltesers?
I love Maltesers teasers. Like the teaser bars.
You know what, Chris? This is quite funny because I said, Ricky, so what are you doing to stay fit? blah, 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 blah. And now in seconds we're talking about chocolate. You're bad in.
Yep. I am. Because I can't actually get outside at the moment, I'm not that worried. Once I can, I'll change it. But, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird, isn't it? It's so weird. Even
I borrowed a set of weights from my mate as well. I borrowed a set of weights from my mate as well.
You're waiting for a mate?
I'm just waiting for a mate. I said to my mate that I've started doing this couch to 5K thing. He went, "Oh, I've got a cast iron dumbbell set if you want to borrow it." So I think he was just itching to get it out of the way.
Yeah, thank you, because I'll try and skate on a pair while holding a pair.
Yeah. So he goes, "Yeah, you can come pick it up if you want." So I was like, "Oh, great." And he went, "Yes, it's a 50-kilo set." So, "Oh, okay, thanks for that." And he went, "I would give you a hand lifting it into the car, but I've cut my arm open." I was like, "Wow." So I've got to lift a 50-kilogram cast iron dumbbell set into the car on my own. I was like,
It's like a team series.
before I've even started.
Your car must have looked slammed at the back, son.
Yes.
For the driftings. Bang, 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 bang.
It was great for putting the power down. I might just leave it in there.
So, yeah, other than that, I've watched a few TV shows. I've watched a lot of YouTube. Played a lot of games. What was you mentioning about statistics, Ricky?
I have played a lot of games. A lot. Right. So what I've decided to do there's a load of games now that I've played a bit of, haven't really gone and finished. So whenever I could, I've sort of taken the time to go and sort of like go and finish as such. So bearing in mind, today is the 13th, 14th. Today's today, 14th.
14th.
So we're 14 days into April. And for those that don't know, I'm talking about Xbox here. So, gamer score wise for the month, I've currently earned 21,765 gamer score. And I think in that, I've completed, like 100% completed, about 18 games.
Well,
to put that into perspective, normally I earn about 1,000, 1,500 a month.
In other words, you are the chief virgin.
Yep.
It's funny. You picked up my signals there because I was thinking you'd be great in that odd one out program.
Joe, that is definitely not something.
21,000 game scorer in 14 days, virgin, and then you'd win all the money.
But then saying that, you probably play more than I do, Joe.
Do you know what? I can only, this is my threshold for gaming is good. But at the moment, I've been playing games more than I ever have done, and because of that reason, of the same thing I was experiencing with films, I'm experiencing with games. And that, for instance, Warzone or any battle royale game, it's sort of, and I said this to Chris the other day, once you die, it sort of loses your depth into the game because then you have to go back to lobby, then you load in the lobby's like 30 seconds, then you launch into the game. Yeah, and you can have a long game. If you don't have a long game, if you have a couple of short games on the bounce, all of a sudden, the queue process seems a bit arduous for me and I'll get bored. It's different to play with other people because you've got people to talk to. What happens with me is I'll pick my phone up and I'll open TikTok and start laughing my ass off. Next thing I know, I'll turn my computer off and I'll just watch TikTok for an hour. It's bad, isn't it? And because TikTok's short, the reason I keep going back to TikTok is TikTok's short snip videos. You just scroll, and within seconds you'll find about 20 on the bounce I've sent to Chris and Ricky. I've blown their phones up with, and then there'll be nothing. But because
what you need to do?
Struggle to concentrate for more than 10 seconds at a time.
At the moment, I'm struggling.
What you need to do, honestly, what you need to do, you need to do a hard reset. You need to literally just take your phone away just for the day or for 2 days and just don't touch social media at all.
But it's not even Facebook. I don't even go on Facebook really or Instagram. I mainly just go on TikTok because I love the creative videos and I think they're just quality. They're funny.
See, this is where I know it's a problem because you've tagged me and sent me stuff on Facebook today and yesterday. So I already know that you're lying.
No,
you need to just remove yourself from it.
I'll go on, for instance, I'll go on Facebook probably in the mornings, which is when you get a majority of me tagging in funny videos that people tag me in, and then I'm off and maybe go on in the evening. Facebook doesn't really float me boat because there's too. Do you know what does me with Facebook? There's too many Aggie videos, and then you get drawn into watching an Aggie video to see that nothing actually happens. And there's like followed by more Aggie videos, and it's like an opposite attraction, but the same effect of TikTok.
What amazes me with Facebook, and I love this, is the comments.
Yeah.
I'm not one person to get drawn into these, but I love just looking and scrolling through them just because it's absolute nonsense. People just get like obsessed with the smallest of things, and it's never like normal people. Well, I say normal people. It seems to be not stereotyping, but like the older generation.
Oh.
They all seem to be like delving into it and just like having a go. Oh, leave Janice's kids alone. Like, what the fuck's Janice done? Like, it just amazes me. I get lost for hours.
2 runs today, evil cow.
But, I mean, the culture for this is that it's very, very strange because there's some pages that are made just for the comments, like rate my dinner, rate my plate, where people put pictures of their dinner up and everyone slags it. And that is a comment-based sort of forum.
That's fine. I like that. But when you just get a normal video and there's just people slagging the shit out of each other, there's something weird about it. It's almost like you've still got Jeremy Kyle on the TV, but it's now in the comment section of Facebook.
Yeah. But
sometimes you get tagged in a video and that you read the caption and everything and how many shares it's got. You think, oh, this is going to be a really important video. This is going to be really beneficial to me. You watch the video and think, well, that's crap. What's the point of that? Look at the comments, and then there's like Derek 58 from Middlesbrough correcting someone because they've forgotten apostrophe.
What I really love is the local groups. So you must be one for your area. That honestly, they're so funny. So funny. Just the smallest of things. What was that, Chris?
Full of curtain twitchers everywhere.
Yep. Yeah. Literally, everyone just
the Ben
reveals their inner self.
Go, anyone know what's happening around Tarpot's area? There's a helicopter. So people comment and go, yeah, there's a helicopter flying around Tarpot's area.
Or you get...
Do we know why? No, we don't know why, because we're not on the helicopter. Just get a job.
The one that gets me is the people that just put F for following.
Yeah.
F. Fuck off.
I thought F was to pay respects.
Yeah, could be.
Do you know what I like doing though? I like going back to posts that are from like weeks and weeks ago and then just putting B for bump. So then people see this post coming back from 3 weeks ago and think, what's going on there then? And they look through. Nothing at all.
But
that's killing a little bit of time for me.
Thanks for that insight, Chris.
You can pick up. Oh my God, do you remember everyone was talking about that helicopter that was flying up top a month ago? Yeah. Oh, well, nothing's happened. Someone's just put B on there for some reason. Yes. Work you've done.
Oh man!
I tell you what. I have started doing quite a bit of. I have started streaming a bit.
That's good.
You like
we just had chili hot wings, and I was streaming for a bit as well after them.
I thought you had barbecue hot wings.
Yeah, barbecue and chili, but they'd put a bit more chili than barbecue.
My glasses are that thick that they look at the shadows on me. I look adamant.
It's like a welding mask.
Honestly, it's proper thick. I'm playing a new game now. If my flat's really quiet and I have my windows open, skylights open, and I hear a car, I'll have to guess what car it is and then peep out one of my porter hatches to have a look and see if I was right.
Wow.
I haven't lost the game yet.
I can imagine you sitting there going,
because it's the same car.
Sounds like an eco boost.
Well, the funny thing is, there's no one else to play with, Chris. Turns out I win a lot of games.
2 weeks later, you're going to look across the road after looking at one of these cars. Your neighbour's going to be on that balcony bit going, oh Vectra, don't worry. Did you get that one, Joe?
But the funny thing is the amount of flash cars that have been out, because I think there's nothing on the roads. And Shami was talking about this in one of his videos, and I was thinking it. And he said that there's loads of cars around London because people prepared to drive them now because there's less people out, so prepared to drive, take them out and park them. But up and down my road, I've had some mental cars, mainly McLarens, which is weird.
Saying that, this is what's quite funny. Over in the States, the Cannonball record apparently has just been broken because the roads are so empty. Someone took the opportunity to take, I think it was an A7, Audi A7L. And they went and did the whole Cannonball run, which, in case you didn't know, is east to west coast America in 28 hours.
Nice.
Well, the
I read this morning.
was that Vinwicky fellow with the Merc, wasn't it? He had that Merc that had two extra gas tanks. Really fascinating story. He's on YouTube.
Yeah, funny enough. Yeah, that came up recently. One of the podcasts, or the other podcasters I was listening to. So that's why it intrigued me.
Mm.
I saw something on the news earlier. There was a bloke somewhere up north that got pulled over doing 151 miles an hour. When he stopped the car, he got out and ran away from the police. He actually got off on foot. Just left the car there. This was on the news earlier. Hey?
What car was it?
I don't know. I just did 151 miles an hour, and I was like, what? Yeah.
It's a Fiat Tipo.
Downhill.
Diesel multi-jet. With the Badger driving it.
Saw him earlier.
Did you?
Yeah, I was at Tesco Tarpots.
Oh, no. I love that every story starts with, well, I was at the shops, because no one goes anywhere else, really, do they?
Yeah, there's nothing else to do.
I found there's a really baller house in the proximity that happens to have a brand new M5 Comp and a brand new XC90 on the driveway. And it just looks at the house, the nuts, and the cars are the nuts. They're like two of the probably coolest cars. Well, not coolest. M5 is the Volvo. The Volvo looks the nuts. It's interesting to get to me going and walks in it. But dear, oh dear, so my phone's just blown up. I play and record all these notifications. That'd be really annoying.
You shouldn't pick them up.
But yeah, all my Clash of Clans notifications and that. But yeah, so I don't know what I'm going to do with myself when looking forward. I said I was going to learn a skill. I feel like I'm defeating myself because I'm not doing it. But tomorrow, this whole exercise thing's changing and I keep my brain busy because the fact that I concentrate now on the time, not only is it keeping me fit, but it's weird because I'm clock watching and I'm a bit more, my brain's a bit more lively because I'm thinking about the day more and I'm planning my time. Even though it's only like 20 seconds every hour, it's really weird because enough I wasn't doing anything before. So I'm going to do that. And I keep saying about learning a language. I don't think I'll be able to learn one in time. But I'm debating doing that on an online course and using the time sort of a bit more.
What language are you thinking of learning?
English.
Thank you, Chris. I speak a bit of French, but not much. I was going to try and finish that off or do something like Spanish.
They're very similar. So if you learn one, you can
French,
win your way for another.
When it comes to going to the toilet.
Huh?
I know a little bit of French, but only when it comes to going to the toilet.
What, murd?
Oui. Oh, yeah, second door on the left. Thank you.
Can we cut him off? Is there a way to kick him out?
I want him. I've got like an ingrown hair. I just keep coming back.
I want to be haunted by the awkward silence.
This is where.
Don't stay quiet, Ricky.
You need one of those loop buttons just so you can play that noise through.
Yeah. Good, isn't it?
You mean that one?
So the channel's growing, which is really, really good. So thank you for everyone that's watching our videos. Obviously, we know that these videos are a bit harder to watch than all of us being together, but I'm sure as everyone can appreciate, we can't all be together at this time. However, there is some footage I've got off-cuts and bits and bobs that I might try. Well, I'm going to try. I started looking at it earlier, trying to hash it in if I can make a video out of it, which I'm going to try and do. But so this basically, this is Cakes Alive. Hey! I want some now. We can make this one in food channels where people eat on camera and they feel like they're eating with Chris.
What?
Go get your cake, Chris.
No, I just saw a bouncing white light outside. There's a bloke jogging with a torch strapped to his chest.
His breasticles. So these videos are harder to watch, and I know they're not as entertaining as the normal content. As the comments, a lot of stuff and messages we've had and stuff would suggest. We know that. So it's just frustrating for us because we want to keep growing as well, don't we? And I've got some good plans. You've got some plans. We want to have Ian back on as well properly like we intended because that video we wanted to do all together. So, do you know what I mean? So I think these videos will probably keep shorter because I don't think as many people are watching them for the full length as well. So I don't think we'll keep them that as, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's got to be tougher to watch because... how many videos are there out there at the moment of people on video calls and stuff? Then, yeah, it's not the best, is it? It's not ideal.
No, definitely not. But we're trying to make
it. Joe knows the exact figure as an answer to that question. But
what's that?
How many videos are on the internet of people just talking? Joe's watched them all, so he knows.
They're all ours. They're all ours. But yeah, so it's been great. So we've got a lot extra support, extra subscribers for the last month. It's been really, really good. But I'm looking forward to actually seeing you in the flesh. That sounded like a serial killer sentence, that didn't it?
On a dark Tuesday evening.
I look forward to seeing you in the flesh. Then I consume you to complete my final form. But yeah.
What I might try and do, if we've got the time, we're going to have the time. We can try and sort it out towards the end of the week. I might have a plan for another episode, but leave that with me, and we'll try and see what we can do.
Suspense.
Can we think? Does it end up with Chris wearing a dress?
It could end up with Chris wearing a dress. Could do. He's yet to taken the dress up challenge, so.
Can I just say something right now? And we might have to do this one other video. What I'd really like to see right now is because Ricky's above me and Chris. Is if I don't know how it'd come out, but if Ricky was holding a bit of string and then above our heads is like a big fake spider.
Or you could pretend to hold the piece of string and I could just spin on my chair so it looks like you're twirling me on the string. So I could go like...
Yeah, do it. No, other side. That side, that's it. And this probably, like all videos, by the time it comes to when it processes...
It's going to be side by side.
I know. In which case, we can pretend to pass each other a baguette down.
We'll have to get the same baguette.
And then you have a bite out of it and pass it back down. I'll have a bite out of this end. Bite out the middle.
That seems like quite a bit of work to get it done. We could try it. We can try it.
I like baguette.
All right, okay. I think we'll probably wind this up, boys. We're at 35 minutes, whatever it is. So
yeah. We'll keep it short and sweet. That's no problem.
When Chris got his ghetto coming, I want to get round his house and have some ghetto.
I said no.
So if we're wrapping this up, Chris, anything from you?
When is there ever?
I was waiting for your infamous line of no.
No. Oh, absolutely not.
Absolutely.
Joe, shameless plug.
Please like and subscribe to our channel and videos if you enjoy our content and want to see more. And ring the little ring bell symbol thing to get notifications when we upload.
Why have you got a plug?
Just a shameless plug.
Hey!
Put that back.
So,
you're like king of the dad jokes, but you've got no kids.
He might have.
It's like training material, isn't it? You're getting prepared.
Like an exercise book.
Well, anyway, that's a goodbye from me, AK Adamant.
And goodbye from Chris, and then goodbye from me.
All right, then. Right, boys. All right, bye.